workers! Hello, you archaeologists! I'm the Johnstruct. Welcome to the proximity. Sorry, it's kind of cold. Yes, I'm having a Shapez2 adventure. Did I think I did that already? Yeah, we don't need this now back. I should play a couple of games today, but we're certainly going to play a little bit of Shapes. I do need to pop to the shops to buy food for work. Let's continue our game there. We've got to start painting soon, don't we? We've already done the doobly-doo. Because I wasted so much time doing silly things. Also in this game as well. This bloody nonsense here, I could have just solved so very easily. Whatever, it's done now. But yeah, a part of me thinks I should just read up on this. But we have loads of tasks we need to do, right? No, they're locked. Okay. And that's in progress as well. So let's get right on it. We want to mine the spokes and the corners. And we've already got corners, don't we? We could just borrow some of them. There we go. We have some corners. Now, if I was going to do that, probably like... Look, there's our spokes. Cool. Yeah, I guess that's not really doing anything right now. We could cut that off, couldn't we? Pause it. It's going to take a while for that to catch up, but it means everything's going towards here. But yeah, this needs to do a lot, to the point that I'm probably going to want to pump out more than one, now that I think about it. But that's not overly specialised. Put that there. We just want that corner, and I feel like we've done this before. Right there. Now that is the wrong corner. So that's not right, is it? to our blueprints. Cool. They're on their way. I'm just hoping that that's the correct one as well. What are we doing? I think... Hello, brother. My favorite shape is the shape of a person. Because if you put a smiley face on them, I'll be like, oh, hello. How are you, brother? Have you seen Shapes? This, I believe. Yeah, I just need to simplify this. Actually, I do like cow shape as well. Let's take this, copy it, and rotate it. Now, if I understand correctly, this isn't quite what I want. What is it? Hang on. Yeah, it's going to make full ones. I don't want full ones. I'm not sure if this is... Ooh. Oh, yes. Yeah, I will. That's a good reminder. I need to go to the shops. You know what? I think I'm just going to have to redesign this. This isn't the most difficult thing conceptually anyway. We might not need the whole thing. Because we're only doing 3. Oh, I can see why I do it in 2 parts, actually. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay. We can improve upon this design. I don't need to turn anything either, do I? Yeah, you do. What are you talking about? One, two. That puts 2, that puts 3, yeah. Oh, that is going to be slightly annoying. The numbers aren't going to work out right, but... I mean, that shouldn't actually surprise me very much. Okay, so one of them just needs to be... like this. One of them just needs to be normal. One of them just needs to be up there, and one of them needs to be there. Okay. Cool. I'm just gonna delete you. Would you like to see from the start, so you have a little bit more context? Okay. Let's do that. Ooh. Oh, so it's all this one. It might make more sense. So the thing that this game has that other factories don't have is that the basic context for what you're doing, I think, is a lot simpler to grasp. It's why I done this one and not Factorio or Satisfactory, which I do own Satisfactory. I own Factorio as well. And of course, Adam bought me one for my birthday once, and I bounced right off that one. If we play new game, okay, I won't do the certification. I'll just go straight into normal. I'll delete this. My cup of tea. Don't worry about that. So the way the game works is it wants these milestones. You know what? I'm gonna go on tutorial. It's gonna be slightly faster. So other mining games, they're like, oh, you're trying to build a rocket to space, or how do you build a rocket? Well, you need several layers of steel, and you need to have you need 17 screws, and you have to mine the thing from the earth, and you need to put them together using the summer flange, and you're like, you got to whisk it using the turbines, and you're like, I don't know, like I get the idea that you mine thing, but and then after a while I go, I don't know what half this shit means, and some of these games have not the greatest tutorials on the planet. But I will say, okay. So, basically, this is a big bin. It wants me to put cool stuff in this bin. It's going to request stuff from me. And that you start off by just grabbing some shapes. From these places. Cool. See, I get it. So these are just circles. They don't represent anything. They are literally just circles. Well, they are circles made out of 4 half circles. So I can just the gods demand circles, and by golly, I shall give them to them. So all it is I'm mining. We're mining circles from the earth, which the game doesn't explain at this point, but this does mine circles. And those circles are being sent to a conveyor belt, to the big hole, to the void. And it's as simple as that. That's all that's going on. It wants 10. It's going to get more than 10. There you go. And it's like, cool. Thank you for the circles, bro. It'll say. No. And then, suddenly the game wants more than fucking circles. Greedy fucking game. So I can do things to these circles. Specifically, why have you put it there? If I want half circles, I can just do that. And look, it's gonna cut them in half. Deliver those half pizzas, and I'm gonna get 40 pretty easily. Why are you telling me to do stuff? Oh, wait, it's also telling me that I can. If I want to bypass that. And so, hang on. The basics of what you do is very, very, very basic, which is what I like about this game. The complication comes much later. They're probably optimal patterns, but I have no fucking clue what they are. There we go, let's deliver those squares. Now it wants a quarter, and it's very easy to make. What is this? What do you want me to do? Yes. So I can rotate these circles, like so. And I can cut them again. Why are you telling me to do it like that? The vortex accepts any shape rotation. Oh! Oh, I didn't know that. Does it? Oh! Fair enough. Huh. Cool. There we go. I'm gonna get cut these 4 in half. I don't need to rotate that. I mean, it's not that big of a deal, but like, I've definitely been wastefully turning things at the last second. I mean, it makes sense. It's the same shape regardless, and it's spinning in the air. Because it's going to be, and the shape is going to be complicated enough that it doesn't make much difference. So I will say, when I played this the first time round, I didn't do this in 2 minutes. This took me like an hour. Because it was just like, wait, what? What button do I press? How do I turn? I know how to turn now. It's but like I spent ages going, oh, you went past the tutorial too far. How do I turn? And there we go. Stack on the second floor. So it's giving me some new tasks, which I didn't know you could click here. So I have some new jobs it wants me to do. So those, if I want to get to the next level, I want to do those 2 there, which is you know. Now I will need to rotate. And then cut again. But more importantly, hang on. You should go like that. I don't mean to play the entire game twice, but like it's one of the lessons you learn straight on is because it's always backed up. You like don't do single lanes. You split shit up. So it wants me to stack. Stack. So what that is a circle on a square. And again, circle on a square. So put them there. So we're gonna. No, don't know why I did that. Do that. And now I can go up a level. Oops. But it's given me these pinned tasks, which I might be covering up with my face. So this one is a circle on top of a circle. I can like just do that with spare ones of these, to be honest. Square on top of the square, you know, again, pretty easy. It's just putting a thing on top of itself. It's a stack of fuck shit on top of itself. Square, square, square. And this monstrosity, which is going to require a little bit more work, but we don't need to do that. Why do you do task? And you can see the tasks evolve over time. This one's pretty easy because you just cut it in half and you just cut it in half and you just add them together. They evolve in ways that are sensible and logical and that can make sense. Why do you want to do that? Because you spend the money unlocking things. So this speeds up the belts. This speeds up the cutting and stacking. This just gives you tools that are more useful. So a cutter that doesn't delete a side but instead spreads them into 2 different points is potentially useful. A swapper. I don't think I've actually used the swapper yet. It's you've got to keep it in your brain. Like rotators that do rotate the other way or 180 degrees, things like that. And the third floor. I still have not unlocked the third floor because I accidentally bought some stuff and then I realized it was bad. So there's a point of this game, which I didn't do for ages, where I went like this, and I went, wait a minute, how fucking big's this game? It's quite big. Because at a certain point, it wants me to place more stackers. There you go, there's some more stackers. I mean, yeah, these aren't efficient at all. Because, so these things here, which the game hasn't really talked about yet. Yeah, I think it just goes on forever. I think the game breaks if you zoom way too far that way. So basically, at some point, it's going to start asking for like weird things, and you're like, well, I can't. I can only generate circles and squares. How do I get more? And the answer is, you get them from further afield. There's a little spoke thing, and you have to mine them from. I don't even know what the fuck that shape is. I'm not. There's whatever this is. So when I want like, oh, you got to start building colors. Well, here's where I'm just going to load my other game. Because it's scaled, you realize at a certain point, you're not just fetching things from further away. The entire thing gets scaled up in a way that's quite clever. Let's hope for God I did not accidentally delete my game. So, for instance, I need red corners because my milestone. So you can see, what did I just do there? It tells you I was on that. Eventually, it asks you to put more complicated things together, and you just do it by stacking. How do you make this shape here? Well, you cut the corners from. You cut in half, you cut it in half again, and you keep both sides. And you do that with a circle, and you stack on top. It doesn't matter that it's not stacked. It just puts them all in the same place. It's that little bastard there. And then it says, hey, do that again, but in color. And you're like, well, how do I do that? And the answer is with space platforms. So yeah, turns out these things here that are right at the start, you can build those. Like here, mine them. And if you want to speed up mining, you add these things here, which means, okay, if I put down a mine, John, it only lights up one thing. So you need to have like 3 extra mines pointing to it, and it will do that. So all this is doing is mining that, and I'm just sending it really far. Also, you'll note that I'm mining 2 levels of shit, because it's more efficient that way. I'm just sending it all the way here, where I have built a little mini factory that's just for cutting it into a corner shape, and then a little mini factory just for stacking those corners, and then I can send those into here and to this fucking monstrosity. And you realize, oh, the thing I was previously doing here, I'm now just doing at a larger scale. This is just this here is the same thing as this here, just scaled up a bit. And it sort of happens really naturally. It's really clever how you go like, oh, this isn't going to be easy. This is already a little bit of a mess. And the center, you realize, oh, I guess you could build on the center, but I feel like you're probably just better off just doing what I've done and just making little fast lanes to the center. So right now I'm trying to build this dickhead. So I need spokes, which is why I was building spokes. Where are my spokes? Where's my spokesperson? There you are. So that's what I'm working on. I need to build a factory. Specifically, I want to build a factory that makes 3 spokes. And that's what I was doing here. The problem with 3, it is still a little scary, but it's kind of gradual also. It's kind of annoying because the number doesn't quite add up. It's nice to have things in increments of 4 because then there's always like the exact number coming out that you want. Whereas this is a 3, 6. 6, 9. However, it's probably fine. Two, 3, 1, 2, 3, 2, 3. Hang on, that's fine, isn't it? Isn't that the exact number? John, you know your 3 times table. That actually might work out fine. Yeah, of course it does. 4 times 3 and 3 times 4 the same thing. John? Bit wonky, but whatever. No, I hate it. It needs to be less wonky. Actually, that goes for you too. Okay. One, two, three, four. Three, four. That's the reason why this is lifted up is because I'm going to join them back together afterwards. So now if I copy that and put it there. And then we're just going to glue them together. And I should have the exact shape for that right here. We're going to do space belt, space belt. No. Dang it. All these fucking belts everywhere. We don't need you right now. We can just cut you off. It's fine. Yeah, it's fine. That hopefully should produce... No, that puts a weird circle on it. Let's stop doing that. Yes, because you put the wrong thing in it. You want a slice? Oh, hang on, did I? Ah, okay. I know what I need to do. So I'm now really reluctant to delete things like this because I need to save them, basically. Cool, that should build the correct object. Let's delete these wrong ones. Yes, but it's in the wrong place. So I just need to... I need to rotate them to the top right. Or I can just stop rotating them. No, they do need to be rotated. Oh, let's delete them. Just gonna... Cool. Now that should produce the correct object. And then all I need to do is just send it to where it needs to be. And that's computer games. So I'm going to need to label everything and start deleting stuff I'm not using. Because the bit that's scary... Oh, hello. Hello, Simon, Nobby. Didn't know. Who is still here and who is not? Wasn't keeping track on. That is correct. Cool. Look at my pinned task. Let's unlock the next milestone. Fluids and painting. Alright, let's break up these boring grey shapes. You can now extract fluid and paint shapes. Or you can paint shapes. But do us a favour and don't spill any on the floor. They really stick well. Cool. Here's some fluids. Here's some painter and here's a pipe. I do know the phrase pipe to pipe bushman. It's not really relevant, to be honest. I just felt like mentioning it. What the fuck is that thing? Let's pin the new tasks. So... stop panicking, John. We need to delete this. None of this is being used anymore. But I need to know exactly what this does. Because it's really easy to take from the initial context. But if it's just going to be... What I might do... I can have so many fucking platform units, actually. You know what? What I'm actually going to do is I'm just going to inexplicably keep this shit up. So I always know. And I'll delete it later. Okay. John? Those were blue squares. I know there were blue squares. Okay, yeah, that is a good plan, but also they were blue squares, so I should just fucking send the blue squares to the correct place. Okay. I might have enough blue squares to do like 3 places at once. I live in the dream. No, just be a circle. Just go down. So many blue squares. Also, yeah, clearly this just builds on from something I already had built. So we don't want to... This is why we don't want to destroy anything, because it's... Oh yeah, I'm not using those anymore. Paint. Place a fluid miner to extract fluids. From where? From these. Okay. I need a fluid pump. That makes sense. I understand the concept of a pump. Is it? Cool. I assume there's an extender. Pipe. Yeah, it's the same thing again, but why did you do it like this? Why did you use the... I don't know, I just thought it'd be aesthetically pleasing, right? I didn't think it through. We have pipes! Okay. Space pipe. Okay, I watched the, I didn't watch shit, you're lying, John. I looked at the dev notes and they had to redesign the conveyor belts because they weren't communicating like the fact that things exist on more than one floor, and so now there's 3 heights. So if I pump it out a different height, you'll be able to tell. Painter, pump, pipe. I want to be on this scale, please. I want fluid mine extender, yes. Assuming it's the same deal. And I'm guessing oops. That connected right? No. Come out both sides, dickhead. Okay. I've done this wrong. Where's anything there? Pipes, John. No, we need pumps and then pipes. Pipes, John. Two. Three. 4. One. 2. Oh, hello. Hello, Nobby. I can hear you. How are you? I'm having fun times with pipes. More fun than you could shake a pipe. Oh, I've done one of my pinned tasks. Stop panicking, John. Okay, where do I go? Green is fucking way over there. Well, we're going to need it. Hang on.
Behold!
Percy, it's green.
That's right, my lord.
Yes, Percy, I don't want to be pedantic or anything, but the color of gold is gold. That's why it's called gold. What you have discovered, if it has a name, is some green.
Oh, Edmund. Can it be true that I hold here in my mortal hand a nugget of purest green?
You'd be surprised how often I get to use that clip. We want to save this as a blueprint. 2-story paint miner. Blueprints. Where did I put them? Those ones. Okay, I need to give these better names. I would like folder structure. Oh, you can do that actually. Ha! Please roll. Okay, there's a slight. Okay. Lovely. I want this one, please. Lovely. We have some of the purest green. Let's pump that shit into space. Where are we going? Well, vaguely in this direction. We need to combine it with squares. Where are our squares at? Where's our squares at? Oh well, brother. What time is it? I may have to disappear soon as well, because I need to make sure I go to the shop to buy food for work. That is not a square ship. Where are my squares at? There are my squares at. Are you doing shit? No, because it's clearly been disconnected. This nonsense. Okay. We should disconnect. That's just... Let's label this. We don't need these connected. This cuts shit in half. That's all it does. Doesn't even need... Label. How are you? Hobby. Label. Shape. Half. Cutter. Platform. Yes! Okay. We'll just keep it in space, but... Definitely don't need all this shit. These are already labelled. Okay, that one's going to take a little bit longer to do. What are you? You are also that. You're literally the same thing. Why it's useful to have you. Awesome. And then I can delete you because you're also not being used. And here are my squares finally. I like gimmicks, but like if I'm going to be streaming for hours, I'm just going to do stuff that I enjoy. Life's too short. It depends. I think with like 1,000 people in chat, because you see people like with a couple of hundred, if you have a really big chat, and it's then, I mean, that's the sort of shame of streaming, right? There's loads of gimmicks that are great if you have like, even like 100 people would make things flow. Like, and you could all do all sorts of fun nonsense. Games have things that are hooked in for that as well. But when it's just like you and a couple of people, it's just, I feel like you're just better off just talking to them. Oh, fair enough. I mean, that you could bake that into the actual super hit villain as well, that has voices in his head telling him what to do. What are you? You are shape quarterer platform. Okay. And then we can, and we know what you are. You're an 8-corner stacker. Yeah. Cool. And we can just delete you. If I put them kind of near the things they initially were, hopefully I can remember the context. Actually, I'll keep you out as well. We want the green one. The purest green. We don't want to delete you. Squares. Where's my squares at? Why are my squares way over the fucking there? Cool. Then we build a platform. A painter platform. I don't know how to use painting yet, but it's going to take a while for the squares to fucking get here as well. Oh, hang on. Then we might need a bigger platform. You know what? I don't think we do. I think we can just... We've played this enough now. Let's zoom in. Other buildings. What we need is something like... Yeah, I don't quite get how paint works, so I probably should research that. No, it's not that, John. No. Just 4. We don't need to be super efficient with this. We're doing it like this because the top row needs to be on this side. And it needs to be on the floor as well. Okay, hopefully, I don't know if this is going to work. Also, that's a really rubbish pattern. Like that, just, I know it's not important in the slightest, but like, just be a satisfying shape, please. There we go. That looks nicer. But I don't know if I've given myself enough space to actually do what I want to do. But like this arrangement, I need to remember anyway. I think let's just build it on this instead. If it turns out we can put it on the other one, that's fine, you know? Pipe. You can fling pipe through the air? Oh, because it's like... Dude, what the fuck is it? Those are conveyor belts, John, and not pipes. Oh, it just like slings them like blobs. That's kind of funny. Okay, how the fuck do we do this? Oh, it's got like 3 entrances. That feels like it needs a lot of space, though. But we have a lot of space. We probably didn't need quite so much space. So... 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We can just sort of spread this so they go to the logical places. What are you doing? Well, they might as well just be spread like this. Paint. 1, 2, 3. Or that's the easy bit. But the other one's going to have to wind. To the point that I'm not sure I wanted to do it like that, but it's these ones. Now that's actually going to be able to do that. And then you're going to just have to painstakingly go around. Oh, there might be issues here. Because of that. No, there isn't going to be issues. What are you talking about? It's not the most, like, logical path. There's probably sensible ways we can go about this. Also, it's fine. As long as it links up, it's fine. There's our green squares. 1, 2, 3, 4. And honestly, I could just use the same exit. I think you can just do this. Cool. Space belt. I'm gonna need you. Cool. That is one of my milestones. That works out. Part of me thinks it'd just be quicker to mine them, but probably not. It paints quite quickly. You could probably ease up those queues though, just by doing this. Those are pipes, John. And then adding them back. Because you're only going as fast as your slowest thing. I'll be able to do that a few times. This is what I like about this stage. Once you just build the things, you can just do them again and again and again. But it doesn't need to be that fast. It's not going to take me 3,000 to do... Well, the opposite. It's going to take me 3,000 to do. Where's the reds? Where are my red squares? I should have red squares, shouldn't I? Also, you can send the paint out faster. Let's do that. Just pipes, John. There we go, we can double up on that. We have red. We have squares. It's literally the same thing. Where are our green squares getting the paint? So I think we're going to want to send more squares. We are going to want more squares if we're going to double up on these with this. And I don't see why we wouldn't want to. Let's move those out the way. It's old tech, that as well. I'm not going to delete them because I get scared deleting them. Like I feel like I might need them. But let's just grab this whole bit here, rotate it like this. Then you can now apply that. And I need red paint right here. I always do this. Be a circle. And that should be my red squares. Are we sending blue squares? That's old tech. Okay, fair enough. But I will say, it is kind of nice just seeing that shit go in the hole. Look at all the shit I made for the hole. I wonder what it's doing all these shapes. I hope it's not a bad thing. Look at that. All my green. But hang on, shouldn't I have red square? What the fuck is this? Oh, those are weird. That is old tech though, yeah. We need to do the pinned ones because I need to have the third. There's a whole lot of stuff. I made it all. Those are the wrong ones. I'm getting X's. X go and give it to you. But I do have the red squares. The red squares are coming. Cool. The red squares are coming. Oh, hang on. I've got blue squares. Mr. Blue Square. That's why I'm keeping the blue squares, because we need to put some yellow circles on. And look, the yellow circles are literally right here. Let's not use those yellow circles. There's got to be some better yellow circles. Why the fuck are you all the way up here? Alright. I guess you can just go in my weird, like, part graveyard. Hang on. Because I'm too scared to delete them. Well, I've not made, like, a comprehensive record of all the stuff I need to keep and what. You know what's actually really close, isn't it? Okay, cool. Circles, a stacker. We need a stacker. That's all we need. Blueprint library. Hang on, was that right? 2 intake stacker. Cool. Okay, there's the out. Okay, red, blue goes on bottom. Cool, I'm wasting a position though, so. Is that gonna be right? Should say. Yeah, it is. Cool. Oh, it's really nice when it just works. That should be really easy to do. I should have a factory. Ship goal's been completed. Is it? Oh god, the milestone. Alright. Ah! You almost tricked me onto moving on. No. We want to combine. We want to combine the red squares with the green squares. I can do that shit. We're still sort of using the red squares? Oh, we're using the red squares. No, we just finished it. Cool. Haha. That's genuinely really fortuitous timing. It's almost as if they designed it like that. Yes. What's going down the bottom? Reds are, just to be annoying. think I should just move this over here. Let's make sure that's actually doing it right. No. No, it's not right. Where's out? Okay. Okay, I made that more complicated than it needed to be. Oh, John, what? No, you never do that. Lovely jubbly. And I should have... it's queued up so much that I should have at least one more of those. So you go there. You go... Nope, that's not going to work. That's going to be done so quickly. And yeah, that should... As long as that's full, it's just inefficient. You could probably do that like loads of times, but also we're not in that big of a rush to do them. We have other tasks to do. I need to get to the shop before 10. Which means I should have only played this for an hour. I got a lot done though. I'm on good behavior. I'm day 11 of good behavior. I need to get lunch for work tomorrow because I can't bother to like go 10 minutes earlier to the bus, to the train even. This motherfucker. Oh, it's got a square on top. Okay, that's going to be slightly easier than I initially thought it was. This is why you need to click them. Ooh, you suddenly become relevant again. Okay. I should have the tech already. I should have a thing called a corner stacker. Like a corner stacker. Although I do want that as well. But if I take these two. What will you do? I don't want to stack the corners. What the fuck are you talking about, John? So, it isn't very efficient because I clearly have two corners. But also, like, it's going to cut off, like, it's fine. Like, I could make that more efficient and keep both the squares and double the output. But also, fuck that. I can't be bothered to do that. All I know is I already have the piece I need. Platforms, John. Like, I can just plonk that shit on top of... blue squares there as well. Where was my machine that made that? Oh, it's there. I mean, that's not close. But I can do it. It's going to be a bit annoying to get to. Cool, I always believed. Is it Wicked? No, it's not Wicked, and I'm not loving it. It's in the top right hand corner, and I don't want it in the top right hand corner. I want it in the bottom left hand corner. Oh no. Oh, whatever, I'll wipe them. Oh, they've been wiped. Cool. Who do you as well? I want a stack. I have that. The technology exists. It's just you again, isn't it? Sure, but like the directions are kind of important. Bed is on the bottom. No, no. Is that right? If that's right, I'm going to let you go. It's not. Okay, again, I made that more complicated than it needed to be. I mean, the shop is like 4 minutes away from my house, but just want to be sure. That should be correct. That looks correct to me. What the fuck is going in there to cause that? Some of those are correct. Why do you and you think there's extra stuff? Why is there the occasional botch? Where's the contamination from? You! What would you, sir? Okay. Cool. I'm gonna go 5 more minutes just to make it so I can cut this in half to 45 minutes each. Which means I need a halving machine, which I'm so very fucking tempted to just put up here. But it'd be okay. Just move everything to the right. I'll do that one in a second. I don't know if I have a half there or not. Let's just check the blueprint library. Corner cutter. I tell you what. Oh, it's yeah, I didn't make that platform properly. That's fine. If I get the corner cutter again, which shouldn't be like I didn't realize you could copy entire platforms at the time. But if I just if I just do that. That should do it. I don't need to turn. I learned that during this stream. Cool. Okay. You can see how this game keeps going. Well, yeah, I'll just do this one more thing. Oh, I just need to cut that in half. And oh, look, I just happen to have made that tech. Just right now. That is not a corner cut anymore. That's just a half cutter. I don't know. Platform. I know it's a platform. It says it's a platform, but where am I? Where are these at? Okay. You have not left room for yourself. Loads of room. What are you talking about? Cool. That should do it. Those two should now be in progress. Let's save our game. I think we're in a good place. It's a fucking mess. I'm enjoying this game a lot. But I need to get dressed for the shop. No, we have free. We should have free? Why is that not being made? Surely... Oh, it's in the wrong fucking place. Well, apart from the fact... I thought I fixed that. Okay. No, I don't want this. Oops. Well, it will eventually fix itself. As soon as I see one go through, I'm going to let you go. Go into the shop. And those two... Well, I don't actually know where to get that bit from, but I guess from... there. Fuck me. That's miles away. That's in a different quadrant. Fucking Captain Janeway has to get this shit. Is there an easier way of doing that? There's got, like... Okay. What I really want... What I really want is the third floor, because I was saving up and then I bought these foundations and then I don't use them and they were really expensive and I'm really annoyed. We probably want to upgrade the painter, but I want that, so I'm not spending any of my money. Is there a closer dimple? Is that really the closest one? Yes, it is. We'll do that later, though. That's not a priority. That's like for next time. And getting the corner thingy would be super easy. Yeah, and we could probably spread this paint out a lot more. Like, either way, this would have been a bit shorter than usual because I've got to run to the shop. I could just make up the half an hour, but like, no, that's fine. 2:45 minutes is fine. I think I got a lot done. We explored paint. What's this? What's our milestones we're working on? This nonsense, and you can sort of see how we're going to be stacking shit. So we really want to do this one next because we're going to be combining. Thank you very much for watching. I've been the Johnstruct. I've been having a Shapez2 adventure. Farewell, and I'll see you next time. I'm going to disappear very quickly.